In algebra, we use letters, typically x and y. The letter x is what we call a variable. It represents some number. We use x instead of a specific number because we want to be general and to indicate that we don't necessarily know what that number is. In algebra, we deal with math problems to which we need to find the answer from the information given, like in the balance scale puzzle. And so we use x or y or whatever other variable to designate this number. Since we don't know what the answer is beforehand, we use a letter instead of a number to keep track of it. For example, take the equation 2 times x plus 3 times x equals 5 times x. What does this mean? The x is a variable. It represents a number. If we substitute any number for x, we have equality. For example, if we let x equals 1, then the equation reads 2 times 1 plus 3 times 1 equals 5 times 1, which is clearly true. If we let x equals 2, then the equation reads 2 times 2 plus 3 times 2 equals 5 times 2, which is also true. It would be 4 plus 6 equals 10. The equation 2 times x plus 3 times x equals 5 times x is telling us that no matter what x we choose, that is, no matter what the value of x is in this circumstance, the equation is always true. On the other hand, the equation 2 times x plus 2 times x equals 5 times x is not true, because it's not true for every number of x. We can see that for x equals 0, the equation 2 times x plus 2 times x equals 5 times x is true, because it would be 0 plus 0 equals 0, but that's accidental. It's true for that particular value of x, namely 0, but for other values of x, say x equals 1 or 2 or 3 and so forth, we can see that the equation is no longer true. Therefore, it is wrong to write 2 times x plus 2 times x equals 5 times x, but it is correct to write 2 times x plus 3 times x equals 5 times x. Here's a bit more on algebraic notation. It's standard to write 2x instead of 2 times x. Recall that the meaning of 2 times x is the same thing as 2 dot x. When we have a number and a variable multiplied together, it's standard to simply place the number and the variable next to each other. Thus, we simply write 2x instead of 2 times x. Not that there's anything wrong with writing 2 times x. If you feel more comfortable writing that way, you certainly can. We only mention it because it's standard notation in algebra that we'll use. So to avoid any kind of confusion later, we'll explain what this notation means. One more remark about this notation. We don't write the number after the variable. We do not write x2. Whenever we put the number 2 next to the variable x, we put the number before the variable. This is simply aesthetics. Somehow it looks better to see the number before the variable. Using this more compact notation, the equation we had above can be written as 2x plus 3x equals 5x.